YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and we gotta look at some more racks. I know, it's a hard life, huh? So we're gonna start, again, because we're trying to finish the room, we got this done, we gotta work our way that way. Now, we're gonna start at the very end here with some of our bigger snakes. Now these tubs are typically used for female grow-ups and adult males. Hey look, they don't want to bite me like the last set did. So this is my boy, Thor. Now Thor is our originally the Blitz male we purchased from, I believe, TGR. We got these the same time Manhattan Reptile World did. As a matter of fact, Dave from Manhattan Reptile World was picking them up, called me, said, dude, I'm getting this really cool thing. Do you want one? I can get you one too. I said, hell yeah! And that's how we got our Blitz. So, there's not a lot of people working with these, and you've seen what they can do mixed with Calico. This year we put them to an Orange Dream. I am really excited, hoping she takes. We'll see. She was our last one to give us eggs last year, so it may not take. Sometimes when they're that late, they miss the next year. But she ate really good for us afterwards, so her size was really good. So I think it'll probably work out. Now, look at that. That's funny. This one does want to eat my face off. Whoa! Tell you what, I'm just going to bring the whole thing here. Why don't we do that? Because that is a different behavior. Yeah, get that camera up close, Kurt. See what happens. Here's the thing. These are some het clown females. We have 4 of them. And they went on a complete hunger strike. They were not eating at all. And then we moved to these tall grass racks. And boy, you can see she's hoping for food now. I think she's starting to realize there's no food coming. Maybe. Yeah. We realize there's no food coming, don't we, girlie? So now she's going to behave. But, boy, the food response has been wonderful. So it's just, you know, they actually were on a pretty long hunger strike, long enough one that I was getting a little bit concerned. But I kind of figured the rack switch would probably fix it. And she did leave me a urate present. I'm probably the only person on YouTube who literally films and cleans their racks at the same time. I don't pre-open these before we film. We don't prep anything. We just kind of do. So this is a chance for me to clean the water as well. Below that, this is a snake I'm also really excited about. Come here, baby girl. Oh, I know. Queen Hissy Pants. She is one that always hisses at me. Always has since she's a baby. Here, watch out 1 second, Kurt. Gotta throw some crap. Like literally. Whoa. Good thing I was a post player. I can make that shot. All right, and she is possibly a straight champagne, possibly a champagne calico. We're not really sure. Jeez. She is angry today. Really, really hissy. But look at the ringer on the tail. Very beautiful snake. Are we going to calm down now? Are we going to be a good girl? Don't get your tail in there. I really love the ringer on her. I think it looks awesome. Just a beautiful animal. So she is another one that had gone on her normal 1,000-gram wall, but is now back to eating really good. Well, she will not breed this season. Get in there. She'll certainly be ready to breed for us next season. So, and that brings us to this girl here. This is another one of the het clown females. And you can see she's looking really good. This one was so small when we got her. We actually got these right out the egg, which is not how you usually want to purchase snakes or not how you usually want to sell snakes. We got them from somebody we knew. We knew the situation. We literally picked them up when they hatched. So nothing on them at all because we knew what we were getting into. She, however, was small and she did not take to food. I actually had to assist feed the snake her first few meals after we got her and then got her going. So anytime I have to put that much work into an animal, they kind of always hold a special place. So I really kind of like seeing how she's doing and watching her grow. And of course, this is Stalia, and she's doing really good. And I know Kurt's extremely excited. He was hoping to get one of these girls up to size this year. It just didn't happen. Kurt really wants to make clowns. So he'll be ready to go for next season for clowns. And that's going to make him one happy camper. This is going to be the pastel xanthic male, Nyx. And if you know your gods, you're thinking, Matt, Nyx is a girl's name. It is a girl's name. Nyx here, which we just call him Nixie now, he was sold to us as a female. However, he has a nice big set of hemipenes, so he's a dude. I did contact the seller, and they were willing to work on it to make it fixed. I never did claim what they were offering just because I thought that they were willing to work on it. That was enough, and I understand that mistake could be made. So no big deal. And we've used him. So he's got actually fathered his first clutch last year and another one this year. So we're hoping the only thing I'm worried about is he's SK line like everything else, but since they got the sex wrong, I'm hoping they didn't get the line wrong. That would piss me off. And then we would have some serious problems. But I seriously doubt they did. So anyway, he is looking really good. Really excited about him. We'll put him back in there. Whoa. Come on, bud. And see, again, unlike a lot of places, I don't like look at these before and plan. I just kind of do. And he was a little bit low on water, nowhere near out, but we'll give him a little bit of a drink. This was one of Kurt's first snakes that we got for him. This is a straight up lesser male Loki. He might be fathering his first clutch this year. I'm not really sure. We've been breeding him to another lesser. We also put our lesser pastel possible sulfur to her. However, the lesser pastel stopped eating, and when he went into breeding season, just wasn't feeding good, was losing some weight, and was getting less body condition than I liked. So we took him out of the breeding program, substituted the straight lesser male in for quite a while, and then we got that one back on food, and he's fine now. I actually went back in the breeding program. But I do have backup males for that purpose, because it's not worth me killing a male for breeding. So if they shut down too much, and I always keep an eye on them, then we'll go to a different male. Not a big deal. I mean, I might lose a single gene, you know, on it, like pastel, but it's not worth me getting the most gene counting like that and putting my snakes at risk. So when I run into that, we always will rotate them out. This is a guy who didn't get bred this year. Oh, he shed for me. Look at that. So you're gonna get a fresh shed male. And this is our Mystic Merlin. Now he did breed last year. Whoa, what just happened is I lost my mic. Fell off my pants. Hopefully that didn't hurt anything, audio-wise. This is Merlin or Mystic, and you can see the pattern is very similar to that of a Mojave. However, they're darker. The blacks are very, very black. The Mojaves are more washed out. These guys don't have that. Yet you can see you got the singular eyed alien heads, cyclopses we'll call them, going down there, and a lot of the white coming at the sides, but just dark. It's like a really, really dark jet black Mojave. So mystics are really cool. They're a key ingredient to mystic potions. They're a neat snake. You don't see a lot of people working with them. I have seen these put to GHI, and it's really awesome because since they're darker and the GHI is dark, you know, but they do a lot of the same things Mojave does. It's actually a lilac with Mojave with the mystic potions. You end up getting a really cool looking animal. I will probably use him on a female GHI combo down the road. All right, we'll go to this rack, and that'll be the last one we do today. This little guy here, also literally just shed. Got everything up and a little piece on his forehead. No, you're gonna get a bath, aren't you, buddy? Anyway, this is a Het Snow Male, so 100% Het for snow, which will be Xanthic Pastel, or not Xanthic Pastel, why did I say that? Xanthic Albino. And what we're gonna do is put him back in there, give him a spray to moisten off, see if he gets that taken care of on his own. If he doesn't, then he's going to end up getting a bath. Get that skin out of there. And sometimes we'll just rub that right off, no big deal. And again, when you redo a room, which these are all the first sheds post that, we're getting the humidity right, a lot of times you'll have a few issues, just par for the course, until you get that humidity bill exactly where you want it. No big deal, they're pretty small, not too worried about it. This guy here is an awesome snake. This was when we first got into the calico stuff. This was the first male we picked up. We picked up a male and a female at the same time. You can see he is going into a shed cycle. Look at that pink belly. So he's just starting. He has the most white of our two calico, original calicos. The other one has the weirdest, funkiest pattern. But he has become a pretty good sized male, as you can see. He also breeds very, very well for us. So, and he eats like a boss when he's not breeding. So really good snake. So it's Kratos. You know, when we first started, a lot of these snakes when we first got rolling, right? And you're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of first gene stuff from when we first start. And I think that's pretty normal to have a lot of single genes and a couple simple combos starting out. You know, and you get your feet kind of wet and you get a feel for it. And you start adding crazier and crazier things. It's just kind of how this works. Speaking of those first snakes, this is one of my first snakes right here that I ever got. Well, not first snakes I ever got. First ball pythons I ever got. I got my first snake when I was in high school, which was a boa constrictor. But I got back into snakes. I got a carpet python first, and then I was wanting an axanthic. And I got him at the same time I got my axanthic. Now, this snake will break rumors. You're thinking, what rumors are those, Matt? The rumors that big males don't breed well. He's actually down in weight right now because he's just coming out of breed season, and he's yet to go back on food. But you can see he is a big, chunky male. I've had him weighing over 2,000 grams pretty easy, like 2,500 grams, bigger than most females. He breeds everything. He always fathers clutches with big babies. He doesn't throw slugs. And I think his one female we bred up to this year did 10 eggs. So all that, a big male's terrible breeder. You know, certain male snakes are terrible breeders. Certain ones aren't. This guy is like Hugh Hefner, man. If I was going to rename him, I think that would be his name. He'll breed, well, I shouldn't say Hugh Hefner, but this guy will breed anything. This guy, this tub, look at this one. You ready? This is a brand new thing, never before seen. It's invisible. There's nothing in it. This is where our Het True Ghost spider usually resides. He's out right now. He's on a booty call. So we'll get to him in a little while. Oh, you're looking halfway decent. Yeah. Look at you. This is, of course, our original male pod, Artemis. This was another snake that we purchased, was sold to us as a female. Later out, we found it was a male. One of the earlier snakes I bought, so I didn't even know how to sex things on my own. I just took them at their word, and I don't think they were trying to rip me off. I think they just got it wrong. It happens. It's going to happen to me too. So I wasn't mad about that. I just didn't notice it for 2 years. And then I'm like, he's just not growing. So we sexed it and found out it was a him. So he's another boy with the girl's name, but we just call him Artie. So he really now is Artie, which is obviously not a god name, but he started life as Artemis. So, you know, Artie's fitting. Put you back in there. That's also the snake that got Question Girl interested in ball pythons. But not for Artie there, I don't think she would have ever gotten into it. Look at you. You're wanting to feed too. There you go. Whoa! Okay, I see how this is going to go. We'll get her out for you, Kurt. Just give me a second to work her. There you go. She also has a little bit of stuck shed. Now this one is in the process of shedding, and she's had a little bit rough again because it was just a bit dry. Not a big deal. We'll do the same thing. We'll spray everything down, give her a chance to do it on her own. If not, then she'll go in the bath and I'll assist her in shedding. That's probably why she's so angry right now. I do think it's just something today in the weather, because we've had a lot of angry snakes, man. A lot. So I'll go ahead and do it while she's out, and you guys are looking at her. And again, this is another one of the Het clowns. So this is part of Kurt's clown project. Let's go ahead and humidify this up a lot more. You done being angry? You getting curious? Huh? And what'll probably happen is you can see that line of what's considered stuck shed. It's not really stuck. She literally just started shedding. As a matter of fact, if I put my fingers on it, if she'll let me, it'll probably just roll off. Now I'm not going to force the issue. Normally I go against this grain because that would suck. And she's so angry, we're not going to mess with it too much. She's just not how. You can see it just kind of, see how it just kind of rolls off. So she'll most likely get that off on her own, just by rubbing in her cage. That's probably what she was doing, why she's not wanting to be messed with. We'll still increase the humidity, because that will certainly assist her in doing so, which we've already sprayed the cage down. Now that she's in there, we'll give her a good spray in as well. And like I say, if that doesn't get it, and I imagine when I open her up tomorrow it will have gotten it, then I will end up just giving her a quick bath and rubbing that right off. She'll love it, not really. And that was, well, I don't remember which one. That was one of the Het Pieds. This is another one of the Het Pieds. This one's Calliope. And you can see her. She's one of the prettier ones, I honestly think. She has a lot of colors coming in through here. Just a very good looking snake. So we have 4 of those that should be producing clowns for us. And on the next rack video, you'll get to see the father that they're going to be using to make those. All right, guys, that is it for those 2 racks. The rest of the tubs are empty, ready to be filled. Kurt, you got any questions?
Yeah, out of that, rack, which one's your favorite?
Out of that rack, which one's my favorite? Oh man, you know, I'll tell you, it's probably Artemis or Artie. And the reason, and it's tight between Artie and it's tight between Eris. Eris being the champagne with the ringer who hates my guts. And the reason is pretty simple. You know, if it wasn't for Artie, I don't know if I'd have got Question Girl into the hobby. And had she not gotten into the hobby, I don't know if we'd be about to go get married. The reason I say that is, it's one thing when she met me and I had 14. It's another thing now. Now this is taking off and it's going to be what we do, and you know, we have all these big plans that we want to achieve. It would be very hard if she wasn't 100% behind what I was doing. And I think Artie here played a huge role in that. So that's probably why he gets to be my favorite. But then too, I mean, you got Eris, you know. I'll pull her out in the tub. And the thing is, that's just a gorgeous snake that I produced. And I always have a soft spot for the ones I produce. And I can't wait to breed her and see if it proves out whether or not Calico's in there or not, or if it's just champagne. And it doesn't matter. If it's just champagne, I'm just as happy with her. I wanted her for the ringer. It's the only snake I have with the ringer. Thought the ringers looked cool, so I kept her for that reason. So, yeah, I mean, I would say those two, but I'd give a slight nudge to Artie. Any other questions, Kurt?
Nope.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next week.